everyone, I'm Stephanie Yard, the Social Sciences Librarian at the Marks Library. Today I'm going to show you how to use the database JSTOR. This database looks different from other popular databases such as OneSearch or SocialIndex, so it might take some time to get used to using it. But JSTOR is an excellent resource for the social sciences, since it contains articles in sociology, political science, anthropology, and more. JSTOR also includes books, book chapters, reviews, and other materials that some of our other databases don't have. So let's get started. First, always access JSTOR through the library website. Don't try to find it on Google. If you find it through a search engine like Google, you won't be able to access all of the articles. To find JSTOR, start on the Marks Library homepage, which is where we are right now. Click on the link that says Databases and E-References, and then click on J for JSTOR, and then click on the link for the database. This will take you to the advanced search, which will give you multiple boxes. This is good because then you can use one box for each of your main ideas, and you can add extra boxes if you need them. For this example, I'm going to use a topic from an upper-level sociology course. Before you start using JSTOR, make sure to identify your keywords and think about similar and related terms, just like I've done in this chart. If you're not sure how to do this, check out my video on finding keywords, which I've linked below this video. Once you have such a chart, then you can take the different ideas and plug them into the boxes in JSTOR. You want to keep your idea separate, so you're going to use one box for each row. Let me demonstrate this with the first column. So I can put in Weber, capitalism, Protestant, prosperity gospel, and United States. Note that I put each of my main ideas in a separate box. This is so I can easily make changes if I need to find more information. I also use quotation marks around words that I want to keep together. This is called phrase searching, and will only bring back results that include this exact phrase. I'm going to make sure that I've selected content I can access, and down here you're going to see lots of other ways to limit. You can decide what kinds of sources you want. If you want anything, then don't tick any of these boxes. But if you want specifically articles, then you can click the box that says articles. You can limit based on language. So if you read only English, you can limit to only English, or if you read in other languages, you can select in other languages. But I'm actually going to skip all of these others and go straight to publication date. And I'm going to limit to results that were published between 1990 and this year, 2020. Then I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to click I received 29 results. At this point, you'll want to scroll through the title, maybe click on some of them and read the abstract to see if you're finding what you need. If you're not finding what you need, don't panic. This is why we developed alternate search terms before we began. We have some options. You can also use these options to find additional information. So how do you use these? Well, the first way is to keep trading out search terms. So I'm going to return to where I originally did my search. And you might have to add the boxes back. Sometimes it does get rid of them. And I'm going to trade out Protestant for Calvinism. You can see they are related here. This is where having those search terms brainstormed ahead of time is going to be really useful to you, because it's going to be very easy to see what else you can try if you're not finding what you need. I'm going to run the search again, and actually got fewer results this time, and that's going to make sense because I made my search more specific. So you can keep trying to trade out terms based on the search terms that you brainstormed earlier. Another option, though, is to use Boolean operators. If you're not familiar with Boolean operators, you can find a discussion of Boolean operators in the video on using OneSearch, which I've linked here. This discussion starts at the 3-minute, 30-second mark. One thing to keep in mind is that Boolean operators look a little bit different in JSTOR than in other databases. So once again, I'm going to return to where I did my search, add those boxes back, and this time I'm going to add an extra box because if I'm going to use the Boolean operator OR, the words that I want to connect need to be in boxes next to each other. So if I want to search for both prosperity gospel and prosperity theology, they need to be next to each other, and I need to put OR in between them. So we have prosperity gospel or prosperity theology. And then I'm going to put United States back in there. Then I'm going to run my search. This should give me more results because I'm doing two searches at once. I'm searching for favor, capitalism, Calvinism, prosperity gospel, and United States, but I'm also searching for favor, capitalism, Calvinism, prosperity theology, and United States. So I'm running two searches at once. And I do get more results, almost double the number of results that I had originally. Another option is to use not. And again, we put all those boxes back. If you're getting results that are irrelevant, so let's say I don't want to see articles about Zimbabwe, I can use not to get rid of it. Now be careful with not, because if this search term is included anywhere in the record, that result will not show up. So you could accidentally get rid of results that are irrelevant. But let's see what happens. And we did get rid of a few things that time. So those are the Boolean operators, and, or, and not. Once you begin to find articles that are useful to you, you can click on the title to read it. You can read it right here, or you can download the PDF. You do have to agree to the terms and conditions, which is basically a promise that you're not going to duplicate this or share it with your friends or sell it online or anything like that. And here is the article for you to use. You'll also find various citation styles if you click on Cite This Item. Keep in mind that this is just a software that generates citations, so it's not always 100% correct, but it does give you a starting point. Okay, so now you're all set to start using JSTOR. Remember, this database is different from the ones you've used before, so spend some time learning how to search, and remember, if you need help, send me an email or give me a call. Happy searching!